The houses that can't be built in America. The missing middle. When flying low over most North American cities, you'll notice a pattern. A wide sea of single-family detached homes, and in the distance, an island of densely packed skyscrapers, including dozens of high stories of residential apartment buildings. For far too long, single-family houses and large apartment complexes have been the only option for Americans and Canadians wishing to buy or rent a home in far-off many regions. That's because the middle housing alternatives that fall in between, duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, courtyard cottages, mid-rise flats, and more, have been missing, nearly hard to build, and zoned out of existence since around World War II. Missing middle housing is the subject of today's video. Before unveiling all of that for you in today's video, just make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And also, hit the bell icon to get the notification of every upcoming video on time. The resurgence of missing middle housing. Many factors are contributing to the resurgence of missing middle housing, including resurgent market demand, demand for housing in amenity-rich, walkable neighborhoods, the need for housing affordability, environmental efforts to support walkability, transit-oriented developments, and changing demographic trends. According to research provided by the American Association for Retired Persons, or the AARP, an increasing number of Americans prefer to age in place, which necessitates easy access to services and facilities available in walkable, urban, transit-oriented communities. Millennials have been demonstrated to drive less and prefer to live in walkable neighborhoods near public transportation. Between 1946 and 2004, the number of automotive miles traveled increased every year. Currently, Americans drive less than in 2004, and no more per person than in 1996. The decrease in driving is especially noticeable among young individuals aged 16 to 34, who drove 23% fewer kilometers in 2009 than they did in 2001. Millennials also choose amenity-rich, transit-rich, and walkable environments, according to the study. The classic North American suburb has failed to live up to the expectations of many who lived in suburban areas, and new solutions are being sought to re-engineer suburban living and rebuild those settlement patterns. Why are they termed as missing? The term missing middle refers to housing forms that were popular in the United States before World War II, such as duplexes, row homes, and courtyard flats, but are now uncommon and hence missing. Evolving U.S. market for missing middle houses. The U.S. housing market is evolving to favor missing middle houses. In the next 2 decades, tens of millions of baby boomers and Generation Xers will downsize from single-family homes. Millennials and Generation Z do not seek large-lot single-family houses in the same way that prior generations did. Meanwhile, the demand for walkable neighborhoods is increasing. The difficulty is that even if every home developed between 2020 and 2040 was in a walkable community, including MMH units and all other attached units, it would still be insufficient to meet the increased demand for housing in walkable communities. Barriers to the missing middle in America. The most significant impediment to greater MMH development is the preponderance of single-family zoning. According to the New York Times, quote, "It is unlawful to build anything other than a detached single-family dwelling on 75% of residential land in many American communities. Even if a city has zones designated to offer small-scale, multi-unit structures, development guidelines frequently include setbacks, maximum densities, minimum lot sizes, and parking requirements, which prevent the missing middle. Few multifamily or medium-density zones are designed to accommodate small-scale structures with several units on small to medium-sized parcels. The majority of them believe that multi-unit buildings will be large structures on larger lots. The financial and physical feasibility of missing middle housing is heavily influenced by off-street parking requirements. In most cases, needing more than one parking place per unit is a barrier, especially if there is no guest parking. In an ideal world, parking requirements would be abolished entirely, leaving the market to determine whether or not parking is required. Here is the end of today's video. We hope you enjoy the video and got a lot of information from it. Do you think we will see middle missing housing again in America? Share your thoughts below in the comment section. To get more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell button so you can get the notification of every upcoming video. Goodbye, dear audience. See you in the next video.